Eric Pfeiffer here. It is kind of cold back where you are in the States, but I'm here in Central America this week, and I'm here with the Indiana Soybean Alliance. We're at the Panama Canal. We're here in Panama City, and you can see behind me some of the barges that are coming through. There's a lot happening here at the Panama Canal, and I'm with Mike Koehne. Mike is a member of the Indiana Soybean Alliance, also a member of the Soy Transportation Coalition Board. Mike, you had an opportunity to actually get on a boat and go down the canal yesterday, seeing a lot of different things. Ultimately, right now, there are some issues. We've been talking for months now about issues on the Mississippi River there in the States. Similar issues here in Panama with drought. Our tour guide, Ricardo, who's over there, was telling us that normally during their wet season, it's about 135 inches of rain. This year was about half. So talk to me about some of the issues that we're having here and why it's important to soybean producers.
So the lake that they use is usually about 87 feet and optimum's 85. It's running about 81.4 is what they told us yesterday. So they're taking, and some of the ships can't have the draft that they normally have, and they're not letting as many ships through the canal as what they were. So that's slowing up shipping of our products from around the world. And with that happening, with it slowing everything up, it creates a bottleneck. They're talking, 18 to 22 days out getting through the canal now. So that's a long time to be waiting to get through.
Mike, talk to me just a little bit about why it's important that Indiana soybean farmers are here taking this in, because it is your product, and the Indiana soybean checkoff, your job is to move that pile. It's kind of important that we can move it through this port.
Yeah, so number one commodity through here is always containers. That's the number one thing that they ship through here. There's about 30 million containers a year go through the Panama Canal. How many of them are ag products, I don't really know, but there's probably quite a few with the container beans and with the chilled meat and stuff like that we have that we ship overseas. And then, number two is bulk ag commodities. So when you start talking number two, that's a big number when you start, and it sure adds up after a while if everything slows down and we can't get that product through.
You can start to see here behind us the little tugboat here. It's pulling stuff through. The cables are coming through. We gotta be careful here along the canal. Don't want to get hit with those. But Mike, talk about some of the other things that we'll be doing here this week with the Indiana Soybean Alliance. I know that there are a lot of opportunities to meet with some other organizations that are down here again trying to move that soybean pile for Indiana soybean growers.
Yeah. So myself, I'm going to be. I got Soy Transportation Coalition meetings, which I serve on the exec board, and we're going to have meetings down here, and we're going to do some more port tours and learn more about the Panama Canal and the effects that it has on our business. And the rest of the group is going to go visit with the U.S. Meat Export Federation and the U.S. Poultry and Egg Export, and USEC, which is the U.S. Soy Export Council, and they're going to learn more about what goes on down here and the projects. We do have projects that we fund down here in Panama too, so they're going to learn about that kind of stuff, and it should be a very informative couple days here.
And my thanks to the folks at the Indiana Soybean Alliance for inviting me along to take all of this in. I don't need my sunglasses anymore. The sun just went away because this is moving through here behind us. We're going to have a lot more from this trip in Panama and from the Indiana Soybean Alliance as the week goes on. I'm happy to be on this trip reporting from Central America in Panama. I'm Eric Pfeiffer. This is Hoosier Ag Today, Indiana's Farm Network.